Thank you very much. And it speaks to a question from Olusioma Bugunji about just class. And I think it's one of the lessons for me, particularly from Lekki, was a non-conscious state of the protesters around our class divides. So even though we agreed that police brutality affected both of us, and even though, as you said, food was being provided, but there was still a class divide that when
Mm,
push comes to shove, it would show up in the way that we react. But because we
mm.
need to build consistency, as you said, in meeting needs over a period of time and understanding that they are just as Nigerian as we are in the way that we look at these things. There's a question from Femi Longe, and I'll read it. It says, how do we activate Northern Nigeria? The large amount of votes that come out of that bloc massively tilts the balance of power, and it was clear that there was a broad disconnect with NSAS in the north.
That is a fantastic question. So in carrying the whole country along, we have to be sensitive to the peculiar needs around the country. It just so happens that the northern part of the country has experienced terrorism and the threats from bandits. And the SARS unit, interestingly, has been valuable in some of those areas. So with that, I would then say we should shift the narrative to the leadership issue, the leadership structure. That one is the same all over the country with some slight variations. The the class, that elite class at the top, small percentage of the country, uses political power to corner most of the economic resources and opportunities. That's true all over the country. And it's very pronounced in the northern part of the country. So how do we craft their own stories, especially given the prevailing religion there and the culture? So I would say then, if you're painting pictures, I would paint pictures from Saudi Arabia and Dubai.
Mm.
Okay? Yeah. And let the lower class there know that where the culture and religion largely came from, they don't have kids holding bowls on the road begging there. If we sell if we touch their pain points, it needs, and of course, it means we need to involve people from the north in crafting the messages that will go there. Secondly, the platforms where we communicate. We have to appreciate also that most of us on social media are in the southern part of the country. In the north, people consume media anyhow. They're on radio, okay? So we just need to be strategic, but the effect of that leadership structure is devastating in the northern part of the country. Large swaths, millions of them young people, not educated. You see, the truth is, sometimes you wonder the reasoning of the elite class. Yes, it fits our ego, to have so many people weak and easy for us to influence and control. But honestly, at some point, empowering people and allowing them to prosper becomes just the smart thing to do for self-preservation. The experts in strategic foresight, the futurists, have predicted we're going to have a lot of social upheavals in the next few decades to come. So why should we wait for that, for social problems where the whole place will be thrown into chaos? And then we'll have to run out of the rich people will have to run out of their countries. What's the point in doing that? So there's a sense in which we also then will have to appeal to the elite class. That if it's money you want, you actually are going to make a whole lot more when the citizens are prosperous and they have more money to spend.